We're going to be adding these two rational expressions together. And on these two, they do not have the same denominator. So what we first have to do is find out what the least common denominator is. Then we have to manipulate these so that they have the same denominator. Then we can combine these two together. Well, I've got a z plus 3 here and a z minus 5 here. They don't really share much in common there. The least common denominator, when we don't know any common factors here or anything, what we're basically going to do is multiply these two together. So the least common denominator in this case would be z plus 3 times z minus 5. All right, now what I'm going to do is I have to look at this one over here on the left. Let's focus on this portion anyway for a moment. This one already has the z plus 3 on the bottom. I'm missing the z minus 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply top and bottom by z minus 5. And I did that in blue just so you can see what I'm doing here. Now, we haven't changed its value because z minus 5 over z minus 5 is just 1. It's the same on top and bottom. So we're not changing the value. But what we're doing is creating this common denominator on bottom. Okay, so let's look at this, the right-hand portion here. I've got 7 over z minus 5. Well, this one has the z minus 5 already. What I'm missing is the z plus 3. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom by z plus 3. Notice I kept the addition sign here that remains where it's at. Now let's take it a little bit further here. This is 2z times z minus 5. That's where I came up with this. Now I have a common denominator here. I've got a z plus 3 times z minus 5. That's my common denominator. And that's going to make it easy because if we have the same denominator, we can just add or combine, subtract, whatever the case may be. In this case, it's an addition here. Combine this numerator, the top here. All right, so we've got these. This is 7 times z plus 3. I just need to distribute this 2z to everything inside of this parenthesis here. And I need to distribute the 7 to everything inside of this parenthesis here. So 2z times z gives me 2z squared. 2z times negative 5 gives me negative 10z. Over here I've got a 7z plus 3, or excuse me, 7 times z is 7z, and 7 times 3 is 21. Don't forget, we do have to distribute this to everything inside that parenthesis. Well, now I have the same denominator. All I'm going to do is combine what's on top, this numerator. So let's bring that over here. And I just basically rewrote this. That's really all I did to it. Now I'm looking at this here. I've got a negative 10z and a positive 7z. So I can combine those two together. The 10z or negative 10z and 7z can be combined to give me negative 3z. So this would be my final answer here. 2z squared minus 3z plus 21 all over my common denominator, which is z plus 3 times z minus 5.